Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And it's that time of the year again where the new Samsung phones models for 2025, the brand new model has just come out. And I want to talk to you about something or some things that I have done in the last maybe 6, 7 years as far as upgrading with these phones, which I believe it's a pretty smart move, and I'll be glad to share my experiences with what I've done. But let's get on with it. I will show you. Actually, the reason for making this video is that I'm not going to upgrade this year because I already own the Galaxy S24 Ultra, and I don't believe there's enough reasons to upgrade every year, first of all. Second of all, the S25 Ultra is not that impressive technically, and I will give you my main reasons why you shouldn't upgrade if you have an S24. Even if you have an S23, I believe this still wouldn't be attractive enough for you to upgrade if your phone is working and everything is fine. So let's try to do a technical comparison between the S24 that I have and the S25, so I can show you what's going on with this. So we are at the Samsung website. Of course, this just came out a few days ago, and I think it was about January 22nd. Yeah, so it's been actually 6 days since it's 28 today. But Samsung's brand new S25 series for 2025. And of course, the first thing that actually threw me off, which I did see a lot of rumors and leaks before getting up to this date of release. And the first thing that kind of threw me off was the new design of the S series. So, what am I talking about? Well, this is that new design where we have these round edges with the flat screen. If you actually kind of, take the cameras away and the pen, of course, you know what this looks like, right? I mean, I just don't understand why Samsung has been trying to copy Apple to the literal point and design, where Samsung used to be a pioneer in this and used to have completely different setups from Apple. So, not sure what's going on here, guys, but this is, to me, this is an Apple copy. So that's the first thing that threw me off. That's probably one of the main reasons why I wouldn't upgrade this year either. But what I have been doing through the years is I have been upgrading actually about every 2 years, because at least in the past 6, 7 years I have seen a little bit of a difference between the 2 year generations. In my case, it was the S22 the last time I upgraded to the S24 from last year, and the S22 to the S23 there wasn't much of a difference. Where in the S24 I saw kind of a significant difference to at least to me, to make a decision to make it that decision to upgrade. And also I've kind of seen before with these phones that about the second year mark their batteries will start going down. That has been a concern for me. Obviously, that it's probably not a good idea to keep a phone older than 2 years, especially these new technology, bursting phones, this and that. These batteries get abused. I use my phone a lot. So anyway, that's what I have been doing. My advice to you is to kind of try to look into the 2 years kind of switch instead of every year. And I will show you actually the trade-in values in these and why I have done it in 2 years. So we're on the Samsung website, obviously, and let's say I want to buy this phone right now. So there's a $900 Insta credit. I did sign up for the $50 um, email, the $50. So there should be another $50 on this. But let's say I have to sign in order to kind of update this to have the $50. But it doesn't matter, $50, whatever. We can subtract it later. Let's try to kind of choose the options that I want, that I usually buy, and let's see what happens with the price. So I usually have gotten the 512, the 256 512. There's $20 difference here in Samsung credit, which you understand that's a joke. You're already spending almost, this is $1,300 on both of the phone's original price, where there's an additional credit on the 512 because it's supposed to be $14.99. So they kind of match the price on these two. Let's say I've always bought the black ones for the reason that if this has to be repaired later, this and that, I've had trouble before with choosing exclusive colors where they would not be able to find these phones later. So you end up in a repair situation. They have to refurbish your phone, or you're trying to get a replacement. If you get some exclusive colors that then are not available, most likely later you will not be able to replace them. Just keep in mind, now whether you want to be enslaved by that or you say, okay, I don't care, I want to get the gold one, pink one, whatever, that's up to you. Like this titanium pink gold, I obviously wouldn't get this phone. It's very strange, should I say the word female. So anyway, so let's say we get the jet black, because there's another one, regular black, where the frame on the phone is actually kind of pinkish or grayish, whatever. So let's say I get all the black, and we go with the trade-in. So yeah, I have to switch browsers here. I'm sorry, because my other browser is kind of stuck on something that I did before. So 512 black, and let's say, yeah, so let's say I'm gonna trade in this and that. Okay, mobile phone, phone. Oh, I'm sorry, I just didn't realize what I did. So it's the mobile phone trade-in. Yes, good condition, select brand, so Samsung, and we're gonna choose the S24 Ultra. And anyway, if you see the price, it's the same price between Fold, the S24 Ultra, and Fold 5 and Fold 6. So those are the highest at this point. Yes, agree. So $900. We're getting the price down to about $400. The craziest deal that I have seen, and actually this just changed, because a few days ago this was at the mark of I think it was $39. Yeah, this just changed. I did see a few days ago, I did a test to trade in on this thing, the same thing that I'm doing now, and this was cheaper. It was down at $39 for 2 years. No, actually, what is this? This is Samsung Care. Yeah, it's this, but, or 89. Yeah, that's for the 2 years, or $10 a month. Yeah, so something happened here. This should be cheaper at this point. So the 2 year, it's been a good deal for me, because on last year's upgrade when I did this, I bought this for $19. The plan for the 2 years for $19. So pay attention to these pricings, guys, and make sure you do your calculations or you do diligence, because this makes a lot of sense for you to buy these. Samsung has changed their what was it called, the screen replacements with no so pretty much with unlimited screen replacements. And I believe they used to have you were only allowed to have 3 of them, 3 of them per year. And of course, you can switch if you want. You can kind of look into the Samsung Care Plus with the theft and loss, whatever's, whatever option you guys think that it may be better for you. But let's say we choose a 2-year plan. We're not gonna get this, and Samsung financing, obviously. So we're up to 489. So yeah, that's the total right here. To be honest with you, last year I paid about, it was about maybe something in the range of $400 with this plan included. This is what bumped up the Samsung Care, kind of bumped up the whole thing, where we have $80 here. I don't know why they're doing this. The 80 credit they're putting it towards the Samsung Care, where we're supposed to only pay. That's what they're doing. So it's a 169. They're putting the $80 out of this. Yeah, that's kind of fishy what they've done. I just did this a few days ago, and I was down in the 380 range. Like, it was like almost $100 less than what this is. Anyway, so this is if I do an upgrade this year. Well, guess what? I've actually managed to do this every 2 years and get the same pricing on every 2 years, which meant that I actually lost less money, because if I upgrade this, today, and I pretty much have to spend the $500, then next year I have to do it again. It's $500 next year, where I've gotten I've gotten actually a better price doing this every 2 years, meaning that I have been able to spend half of this amount. So, think about it. I believe, to me, the most financial and kind of technologically making sense or logical move has been to upgrade every 2 years. And, the numbers actually prove it. So, this is, so first reason, as I gave you, the design of the phone. This is a weird setup. It just looks like an iPhone to me. That's the first reason. Second reason, the pricing has been pretty much, it's the same price as me doing this every 2 years. And the third main reason why I wouldn't upgrade this is, let's go to actually a website what I have been using to compare these, GSM Arena. And let's do a technical comparison of these two phones. So the S24 Ultra on the right, the S25 on the left. I mean, you can see there is a difference, but if you look at the camera setup, it's pretty much the same camera setup. The only major difference on the S25 Ultra has been the redesigned shape on the outside, with these round corners, pretty much making it look alike of a iPhone. So I don't think this is a reason for anyone to upgrade to this phone in the first place. But secondly, let's do this technical comparison, and let's see how much of a difference we're gonna see, because I've already done this multiple times, and I gotta tell you, the difference, actually the S25 is pretty much like 95% at S24 Ultra. So, but let's just, kind of get technical if you guys want to. The major thing here, there's a little bit of a difference in the weight, where the 25 is 218 grams compared to 232 grams on the S24. I believe this has been due to the use of a different material, I believe, and it's the titanium frame grade 2 on the S24 and grade 5 on the 25. The little difference is we have the next generation Corning Gorilla Glass or Armor 2 on the front and back glass. So I guess that's got to be the next generation, because it's 2.5, like literally the first generation on the S24. But otherwise, anything in this section is the same. IP68 rating. Actually, on the S25, we have something that was taken out. On the stylus pen, we don't have any more the Bluetooth integration, accelerometer, and the gyro. We don't have it anymore, so that's actually a minus. That's a minus and no on the S25. Anyway, if I do upgrade next year and this is lost the same way, well, it's a loss. I have no choice. Let's go and compare the screens, guys. Display, LTPO, AMOLED 2 times 120, HDR10 plus 2600 nits. I mean, it's absolutely the same. Everything is the same, guys. A little difference in the size of the screen. It's 6.9 on this 25, 6.8. But would you, I mean, are you actually going to see, let's say 113? That's so it's a 116.9 to 113.5. It's about 3 to 4 millimeter difference. That's a square millimeter. So maybe it's a little bit bigger technically in your hand, but I don't think you're gonna be able to see that much of a difference anyway. So still everything is almost the same. New Android system, new processor. Okay, that's fine. You know, that's in line with the newer technologies. You have to replace and install the, you know, whatever's come up on the market this year. No card slots, of obviously just a memory installed. And I know one difference, which is pretty much probably the main difference in these phones, is actually the ultra wide camera, where the main camera is still the same 210 on the telephoto and 50 on the periscope. Going to the ultra wide is 12 on the S24, 12 megapixel, and 50 on the S25. I mean, is this a mind-breaking, you know, upgrade? I don't think so. It's not enough, at least for me, to make a decision to change some features. I don't really care about these. You can use apps to actually get these anyway. The video is pretty much the same. Yeah, it is the same. Then what is the selfie camera? The selfie is absolutely the same. Same video. Stereo speakers, same thing. Tuned by AKG, same thing. All these connections, everything is still the same. Fingerprint, Samsung. The camera is still visible. Come on, Samsung. There are other phones where the camera has disappeared. It's under the screen. Then we go to the batteries. Absolutely the same battery, same charging. The only difference is we have 15 on S24 and 25 wireless. 15 wireless and 25 wireless between these two, which okay, it's an upgrade, even though most of the actual wireless charging stations are anyway 15 watts. So huge reason to change? I don't think so. And we go to the pricing, which doesn't matter in this case because this is an older phone, blah blah blah. And we finish with this whole thing where we realize that these two phones are pretty much identically almost the same, with a difference of one camera being upgraded. So I'm sorry, that's reason number 3 not to upgrade to the S25 Ultra. They're technically the same phones. Even the setup of the cameras, everything is still the same. Now, the rumors for next year, the S26 have been that Samsung is planning to use a carbon battery, where some other companies are already using them, maybe bumping the capacity to close to 6,000 milliamperes, which some other companies have already done. I'm not going to mention names. You guys can do your research. But again, I I don't think, and I know I'm not replacing my S24 with S25. And I am thinking something else. Well, no, I don't think there's other. I mean, do I need to find any more reasons? I don't think so. Financially, it's not a good reason to change this phone to upgrade unless you have some kind of a very old phone. These would be identically the same phones if you have a S24. Maybe if you have a S23, it could make sense, or S22, but S24 to S25, I don't think so. It's not a smart decision financially, not a smart decision technologically. And three reasons. The third reason is I don't even like the newer design of this phone. Hopefully next year Samsung will change this phone to look something better. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, whether they're gonna do it or not, I'm not sure. But oh my God, like sideways, this is like it's like an iPhone copy. Even the buttons are the same. Oh man, why? Why Samsung? I just don't understand. Look at this phone right here. Just sitting right here. This is an iPhone. It's literally a freaking iPhone. Oh my God, I don't understand this. It's I don't know why Samsung is not going with something original. This is just weird. I mean, I love Samsung phones. I've owned all of the series, the Note series since Note 1. But this since the first Note, but this is an iPhone. I'm not sure they did if they. I think Samsung have started copying iPhone a long time ago. With the first thing that they did was taking out the SD card option and the auxiliary jack. All of these things that they did, it's just been a roller coaster for Samsung just to keep copying iPhone. And I think that this has been a negative thing for them. But anyway, I just gave you the main and top reasons why I wouldn't upgrade this phone. You can try, of course, you guys have 30 days return with Samsung. You can try this phone if you want to and see how you like it. But to me, it's a no-go this year. Hopefully, maybe next year, if we see something more impressive, I will be back with another video and I'll present you maybe the S26 next year. But this year today, January 2025, I'm not doing any upgrades. Please share your comments and your thoughts in the comment section, and please don't forget to click the subscribe and like buttons, because your support helps me to run this channel and make more videos like these. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.